Since 1968, Mackey Motors has been the place to find new and certified used vehicles. Along with a knowledgeable and helpful sales staff, you, the customer, are their number one priority. Find new roads at Mackey Motors in Lake City. Mackey Motors post-game show. Find new roads at Mackey Motors in Lake City. Got Carson, Kanne, one of the Kuemper standouts, joining us here as the Knights pick up a convincing win here tonight against East Sac County. Carson, you guys came out like you do, it seems like, every night, at least every time I've seen you, really trying to kind of put things away early. Came out with great intensity. What was the game plan? What was the mindset coming in?
Last year we had a really close game when it wasn't supposed to be close, so this year we wanted to put them away right away, and we did that early, and everyone went in, so it was a good game.
Is that something that you guys talked about, was the situation last year where you thought you'd win easy and didn't, and did you actually talk about that coming into this?
Yeah, we did. We overlooked them last year. We focused on one guy, and then a bunch of other guys beat us. So this year we didn't let anyone beat us, and we handled them.
Carson, one of the things that really stands out to me about you guys is how unselfish you are and how you guys share the basketball. I talked a little bit last night, about that. But what is it with this group on the defensive side of the ball where you guys are out there working your feet, playing hard defensively? Not a lot of teams that have the offensive abilities that you guys have buy in on the defensive side, but this group has.
We're just trying to win a conference title, and we know that stats don't matter, and so we just try to share the ball and play defense.
Now, I got to ask, I think I know the answer because my game was similar to you and Caspa Bowers back, 50 years ago when I was playing. But Doug Laniger said last night, the way you and Michael can get to the rim, take the contact with bigger guys and get shots off under control. Talk about what goes through your mind as you're driving in and you see those bigger, taller guys coming at you. How do you get those shots off and keep yourself so under control?
You just got to finish like you're going to make it, not finish like you have to shoot it. So we just drive in there and we expect to make it, and normally it just goes in. So.
You lead this team in assists coming into tonight. Talk about being the ball handler and a distributor with so many different guys that can score.
I take pride in not turning the ball over and getting my teammates opportunities. So I really value the basketball, and I try not to do too much with it. So just try to give my guys what they want.
Where can this team still get better?
Defensive end and not getting lazy in the defensive end.
Well, I tell you what, great job out here tonight, Carson. Appreciate you joining us. Best of luck coming up the next time. Go home and get a nap.
I will.
Carson Kanne, a little inside joke with Carson and I on that one. We're going to get head coach Sean Minnehan sliding in here, and we'll get him on the headphones here. And Coach, appreciate you joining us. You might have heard Carson just say their defensive intensity and not letting up defensively is where this team can still improve. You agree with that?
Yeah, second half, give up 11 in the first half, and then they end up 39 in the second half. So definitely has to get better. We played 16 guys in the second half, so that does make a difference. But at the same time, even that third quarter, I thought our defensive intensity dropped off a little bit, gave up some easy looks. We weren't pressing, so it kind of took us, I think, a little bit of an attack mode defensively, and that made a difference. But still some things to clean up, but I'll take that with the win.
How do you control that as a coach in the fact you're up 40-11 at halftime, pretty much got the game put away? You want to work on things, you want the intensity, you want them to come out second half and know they got to come out and play hard. At the same time, though, there's that sportsmanship thing of, maybe not embarrassing the team you're employing. So how do you kind of control still getting what you want without, doing too much, to make the other team frustrated?
As a player, I was on the receiving end of that a lot, so I knew how it felt to be on the losing end a lot, so that wasn't pleasant. So I always try to keep that in mind. But more than that, I want to reward my bench players who show up every single day, work hard in practice, and if I get an opportunity to give them a whole quarter to play, I'm 100% going to do that every time, because those are good basketball players who work really hard every day, and I want to reward those guys. And then it just comes down the intensity of, I think we got a little almost iso ball happy there at the end, or even in the third quarter we came out. We got a couple easy takes to the rim when they went man. And then we just missed some easy shots, and then I think we just, again, defensively, we got to make sure we stay on top of it. Our communication dropped off. I think that's when we don't talk with the same energy, with the same amount of purpose, that's when our defense drops off.
What are you happy with tonight?
the win. We scored 77 points, got everybody in, got everyone a lot of playing time. So I'm happy with that. We can shoot the ball a little bit better than we did when they're in zone. I would have liked to show off our ability to shoot the basketball. But at the same time, I think I really liked our second group of 5. I thought Tay and Carter Putney, those two specifically, played really, really well off of each other in that second quarter. It looked really good.
Had some really good passes to each other, cutting down the lane. Coach, I mentioned this in the game, and certainly not wanting to put any pressure on this team. We're midpoint of the season, but to me, this is a team that can make the state and can do some damage down there. How do you keep this team getting better without that creeping into the mindset?
You have these moments where you're like, hey guys, this is where we can still get better. Like last night's game, the inability to finish them off. It was right there on the teetering point, but at the same time, like a quick run by them, and all of a sudden they're back in it. So it was just that those reminders, I think, keep our guys focused, because we can go back, and I think our guys are still mad about the Carroll game, to be perfectly honest. So I think that's still sitting there in the back of their heads. They really want to win the conference. We have a really tough stretch, so we don't have a game Monday or Tuesday this week, but we go Friday, Saturday, Monday, Tuesday, and it's really tough competition in Glenwood. Then at Heelan, they're ranked in 3A. I think their only loss is to East. And then Harlan on Monday, Clarendon on Tuesday. Those are 2 good ball clubs. So we have to focus and be ready to go, and that's where our depth is key. It allows us to stay fresh and weather 4 games in 5 days.
Well, Coach, as always, we appreciate you joining us. Congratulations on a great start and another win here tonight.
Thank you.
Head coach Sean Minnehan again with the Kuemper